Hey, what's good? It's Pika over here in Singapore, and it is super late. Yeah, I said it, it's super late. This is episode 149, and it's meant for the 19th, and here it is, 5 o'clock in the morning on the 20th. It's super late. I have trouble with this, really. Um, Yesterday was the first day back at work. It was really quiet because both co-founders are out on vacation, which is good. I'm glad they're on vacation. Um, Got a lot of work done though because I'm transcribing again. I actually enjoy that work. It's kind of mindless, but then I feel like I get so much more done when I do work like that. I had a lot of kids coming in and out of the center for lessons, extra lessons, catching up, or prepping really early before the new school year. Um, Once I was done with work, picked up baby girl, came back home, and tried to spend time with her. So I've mentioned this before. When she is home with me, I try to spend time with her because it's so limited. By the time I pick her up from daycare, because it's daycare, we get home by about 7, I would say, and then she has like maybe an hour and a half before she has to go to sleep because I'm trying to train her right so she can get up on time for school. So it's getting a little more difficult, but I'm trying really hard to really focus our time and energy so that she can go to sleep and wake up on time. Last night was a little bit difficult though because she was real emotional. We were talking about the future. She ended up having to talk to her dad for a little bit because I needed to get some stuff sorted out. So in order to do that fairly, I let her get on the phone and talk to him for a little bit as well. And yeah, so I think the conversation left her a little bit raw and emotional, and she felt like the best thing for us, as in me and her, would just for us to remain just us, just me and her. And while I tried to explain that, you know what, it might be fun to have more family members around, maybe, start a new family of our own one day, she's like, nah, people always leave. And I guess, yeah, that is in her short 6 years so far, we've had a lot of people leave. So it was a hard conversation to have, and in the end, I was able to get her to go to sleep. But she goes back and forth. Some days she really wants more people around so she could feel like we had a family and stuff, and some days she doesn't because she's afraid of getting hurt again. She's afraid of being let down again. And I have to admit, I feel the same way a little bit. But I'm trying to open myself up to the idea of maybe having a different kind of relationship with them in the future, where I would have, friends that I could count on, or family members that I could count on, or maybe even a husband one day. So we'll work on that. In the meantime, I bet I'm the last person to talk to y'all about rest, but I feel like it's essential, and I probably should talk about it because it's 5 o'clock in the morning, you guys. I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning, mostly because I should have done this podcast last night, and I totally fell asleep after that really long conversation with her, and I'm just exhausted. I'm exhausted. I'm not going to say that I don't enjoy what I do. I do. I'm not going to say that I'm, just up all night for no reason at all. I'm not. It's part of the excitement of having your own business. It's part of that passion that drives you a little bit. I know this year has been trying, and my health has kind of suffered for it because my weight has yo-yoed. I've had a lot of trouble trying to keep from catching colds, and I know a lot of that has to do with my sleep patterns. I don't sleep well. Actually, it's quite amazing that I've been able to keep going as long as I have. The way that I have is probably not a good thing. My skin is suffering, I can tell. But yeah, rest is essential. You have to know when to say when, and that's something I need to learn how to do. I don't know how to do it. I need to do things when inspiration hits me. I feel like I need to complete all of my work when I'm excited about it, because the inspiration comes with ingenuity. and creativity and new ideas. And if I don't write it down, I'm going to lose it all. So it is a catch-22, but because it's only the two of us, I need to be more cognizant of this problem and be careful a little bit more, because I'm no good to anyone if I'm not healthy, if I can't function. So, unfortunately, I fell asleep last night, and I woke up super early this morning, and I'm gonna try and see if I can't catch another, like, maybe hour of sleep right after I finish this, but I should have been asleep. I should have done this earlier. But like I said, I'm the kind of person where I want her to be comfortable. I want her to spend time with me undisturbed. You know, in such a way that she knows that she has my full attention. So I'm trying. It's been difficult, but I'm trying. I know that I'm not as consistent as I should be, but I am doing it every day. Touch wood, I haven't missed a day yet. And tomorrow is episode 150, so I think I'm getting somewhere. You know, I've got some traction going. But this journey is about so much more than building that business. It's so much more than being a single mom. It's about really finding balance. It's about really healing some of those old habits that I have. I've been learning a lot about karma and lessons that I should be clearing that have been brought over from possibly from other lives. And it's a little overwhelming because I don't even know where to start. But I recognize patterns now. I'm seeing that, you know, the same kinds of people end up drawn to me, and I end up in the same kinds of arguments, the same kinds of separations, and then the same kind of anxiety, problems. You know, just there is a recurring theme, and I need to learn how to manage that, either transcend it and get unattached with, you know, I have problems with that idea, or learn how to keep being me while in any of these friendship relationships, so that I don't feel so lost when they disappear, when they go, when they leave. It's been, I've learned so much. It's been a lot of entrepreneurial experimentation. I try this, doesn't work. Tweak it, try it again, doesn't work. Tweak it again, keep trying. You know, that's been interesting. Managing my time and my efforts at home when it comes to cleaning the house, keeping things fairly neat. Cooking has been major because I don't cook as often as I could, and then when I get lazy, I end up buying food from outside, which then upsets our stomachs every so often. And yeah, it's been quite a couple roller coasters with food. And then finally, just this spiritual journey I'm on, learning to use my intuition, learning to use gratitude to manifest, learning what it is to manifest in the first place. Like, I didn't know any of this stuff existed. Seriously. As emotional and as spiritual as I am, I didn't really know about the law of attraction until this year. I didn't use it. I didn't learn to acknowledge that there was such a force. And it's changed the course of everything I do, actually. It's made me more spiritual because I really have to watch my thoughts. And that's all meditation is. Watch your thoughts. Control your thoughts. And for any of you that have even tried that concept, just watching your thoughts, you know how difficult that is. We jump from subject to subject to subject. If you've ever tried to just observe, and you start with one thought, and in 30 minutes you learn, and you look at yourself and you're like, wait, how did I get to here from there? So for any of you that know that, it's quite difficult. But with all of these lessons, with all of this learning going on, I need to learn to rest. I don't know how if you remember, being in school and studying for exams, but you can't study the whole time. You have to give yourself a break. You have to have time to absorb that information, or you will draw a blank at the test. You have to balance. You have to rest. And I'm not good at it. I really am not. I'm telling you honestly, right? This whole document your journey thing has been as much for me as it has been for you. I want you to know that I am human. I trip over the same shit y'all do. I'm trying really hard to push through and get what I need to get done. I'm trying to do more than I talk. But all of that comes with a balance of rest. I'm going to try and get some more sleep before I get up and start this thing all over again. Because time doesn't stop. It just keeps going. And I have another whole day ahead of me. I hope this made sense. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Please make sure you get some rest. With all the holidays coming up, you probably have prep work for, meals that are coming up. You probably have last minute shopping to do, wrapping gifts, putting up a tree, all these things. I know it's going to be difficult. I know it is. Try and find some time for you. Try and find some time to slow down and just be for a moment. Thanks so much for listening. I appreciate it. I'll catch you tomorrow, okay? All right.